Hey there, let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like, no matter how hard you try, no matter how much effort you put in, women just don't seem to notice you? Or worse, they see you as nothing more than the nice guy. That guy who's always there, always helpful, always reliable, but somehow always overlooked. If that's you, I want you to know something. You're not alone. And more importantly, it's not your fault. Here's the bold truth. What most men think makes them attractive often does the exact opposite. It's not about being kind, always available, or constantly trying to prove your worth. It's about tapping into something deeper, something primal. And if you're ready to hear it, this one harsh truth could change everything for you. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why 95.7% of women are irresistibly drawn to certain men, and how you can become one of them if you're serious about leveling up. Hit that subscribe button. Now let's get into it. Why nice guys finish last from the time we're young? Men are taught a simple formula for winning over women. Be nice, be helpful, solve problems, and eventually she'll fall for you. Sounds logical, right? But here's the brutal reality. It doesn't work. Think about it. The guys who get all the attention aren't the ones bend-ending, over backward to please everyone. In fact, they're often the complete opposite. Lesson 1, they're confident, self-assured, and unapologetically themselves. So what's the deal? Why does this happen? Let me explain this with a metaphor, the meerkat versus the lion. The meerkat represents the guy who's constantly trying to prove his worth. He's always around, always fixing things and always putting others' needs before his own. Sure, he might come across as sweet or reliable, but he lacks one critical thing. Desire. Now the lion, he's different, he's confident, self-assured and unapologetically himself. He doesn't chase approval or validation because he already knows his value. And guess what? Women are instinctively drawn to him, not because he's perfect, but because he embodies strength, purpose, and an aura of magnetic energy. Attraction isn't logical, it's emotional, and the lion radiates a masculine energy that sparks passion, respect, and deep admiration, as Marcus Aurelius once said. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Strength is magnetic, weakness repels. So how do you stop being the meerkat and start becoming the lion? Let's break it down step by step. The step 1, stop chasing approval. The first step is probably the hardest, but also the most important. Stop chasing approval. Let me ask you this. How many times have you gone out of your way to impress someone, thinking, if I do enough, she'll finally see my worth? Here's the cold truth. Doing things for others doesn't make you valuable, it makes you replaceable. Your worth doesn't come from external actions. It comes from within. Stoicism teaches us that our value isn't determined by other people's opinions. A man who lives authentically aligned with lesson 2, his values becomes unshakable when you stop seeking validation. You naturally attract the right people into your life, not because you're trying to win them over, but because you've embraced your true self, as Seneca put it. He suffers more than necessary who suffers before it is necessary. Don't suffer needlessly under the weight of someone else's expectations. Be free. Step 2, cultivate real confidence. Confidence is magnetic, but not the fake, showy kind. We're talking about genuine confidence that stems from knowing who you are and living in alignment with your principles. Have you ever met someone who commands attention? Without saying a word, their presence alone draws people in. That's real confidence. It's not about flexing or pretending. It's about earning it through growth, discipline, and purpose. Start working on yourself every single day. Pursue your passions, set goals, and challenge yourself to grow. Confidence isn't something you fake. It's something you build. And when you do, women won't just admire you. They'll crave your energy. Remember the words of Epictetus, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Mastery begins within. Build yourself into someone you respect, and others will follow suit. Step 3, set boundaries. One trait that separates the lion from the meerkat is the ability to set boundaries. The meerkat says yes to everything, sacrificing his time, energy, and values just to please others. Lesson 3. Meanwhile, the lion knows exactly what he stands for, and he's not afraid to say no. Setting boundaries isn't about being rude or dismissive. It's about respecting yourself enough to prioritize what truly matters. When you set clear limits, you signal to the world and to women that you value yourself. This level of self-respect is incredibly attractive. Remember, you can't control how others react to your boundaries, but you can control how you respond. Stoicism reminds us that freedom comes from within. By standing firm in your values, you create space for meaningful connections that align with your purpose. As Seneca wisely noted, it is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor, craving. Lesson 4. Approval leaves you empty. Setting boundaries fills you with power. Step 4. Embrace discomfort. Here's the thing, becoming the lion isn't easy. It requires commitment, self-awareness, and a willingness to embrace discomfort. But the rewards are worth it when you stop chasing approval. Cultivate real confidence and set boundaries. You unlock a level of attraction that goes beyond surface level. Charm. Women don't fall for what you do for them. They fall for what you represent. They want a man who inspires challenges and ignites passion. They want the lion, not the mere cat. Step 5, take action. So are you ready to step into your power? Start today, take action. Show the world who you really are, because when you embody the lion's energy, people, especially women, will naturally gravitate towards you if this resonated with you. Smash that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment below telling me which step you're going to focus on. First, let's build a community of lions together, and remember, as Marcus Aurelius reminded us, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. See you in the next one.